Hi guys, this is the Pari Batanga garden. You can see this is the corn, and you see this corn they've been so well. It's been just about two and a half weeks ago that we planted this corn. Actually, we nursed it indoors for some time before transplanting it here, and we actually call this section of the farm is Sopor Street 2 Sopor. Okay, and here you can see that the corn, I can't just wait. And that's it. So this is the section for corn. And you can see this is groundnuts. We call it peanuts. This is groundnuts. This is it. And I call this section of groundnuts, I call it Diongo. This is the name of this section for groundnuts. You could say peanuts. I just happened to plant it just next to the corn because that's what I saw my mom doing. Look at this one. There is this weed that is choking it up. Yeah, this what has been happening repeatedly. And I'm just going to pull off the weed. But I have to be very careful in doing so. Otherwise, I might just uproot the whole thing. Yay! I've done it successfully. Yeah, so that's it. You can see, can't wait to eat these groundnuts. So this is my groundnut section. All here, it's groundnuts still growing. And there's the corn. There's the corn. This is the Great Sopor. The Great Sopor section of the Pari Batanga garden. This is the Great Sopor section. It's called Great Sopor. I just love the name. And I'm going to show you the beetle leaves. Can you see the beetle leaf is there? I already ate some of it. And yeah, it's pushing up again, and there's the fever grass. And you can see the huckleberry. We're struggling a lot with this huckleberry. It appears the insects, they love huckleberries a lot, and so they've been eating the leaves up for us. And you can see there, all of these insects that have eaten. And yeah, it is well. So now I show you the water leaves. Can you see the water leaves? We decided to plant the water leaves in bags because last year we tried to plant them directly to the ground like this, and it wasn't successful at all. So this year we decided to plant them in bags. You can see how well they're doing. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm going to eat some arrow pretty soon. Some really fresh arrow here with these water leaves. Oh, I'm enjoying them. I'm enjoying them, especially this one. Ooh, can you see? I'm just loving it. every day I just come watch them how they grow so fresh. And wow, 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 I'm loving it, I'm loving it. So these are the water leaves, these are the water leaves. It's a very big pot of arrow you can see here. And these are the water leaves. They're doing so good. My water leaves are all fresh. They're giving me life. Can you see? And I'll introduce you to my bitter leaves, sweet bitter leaves. Wow, these are the sweet bitter leaves. You can see them right here. They're doing so well as well. Look at them, they're so fresh. Very fresh. And pretty soon I'm going to eat them. Maybe next week I'll have a big pot of ndole here. And you can see as well the insects are beginning to eat here. And I'm not going to let these insects eat my bitter leaf, because I'm going to harvest them very soon, pretty soon, next week latest. Otherwise, what I'm seeing here tells me they're going to eat it all up for me before I set my hands on them. Look at, these are the insects. This is one of the insects here. Get off my bitter leaf. Okay, this is another bitter leaf right here. This is, I told you, you can see some holes right there. These are insects eating it. These are insects. Okay, I just thought I should show you what's happening with the Pari Batanga garden. It's been quite a while I haven't showed you the developments of the plants. Can you see there? Can you see the bitter leaves? They're doing so great. My bitter leaves. All the way from Boya. The seeds were sent by my sister-in-laws from Boya. That's why I decided to give the name of the section for corn as Great Support, because that's where they live in Boya. Okay, so bitter leaves, water leaves. We just made a plan this year to plant in containers, and I can see it's doing pretty well. It was just an experiment, and I say it's a good one, because last year we didn't have this. The insects basically ate almost everything that we planted last season, and so we decided to do this time, and it's really proving it's worth wonderful. So now I show you the section for tomatoes. The section is called Kumba. This is Kumba here. This farmland. This is my Kumba right here. How beautiful Kumba. You know why I call this section Kumba? Because in the Kumba, last time I visited Kumba, it was all green. And I heard people calling it the Green City. So I decided to name the section Tomatoes, the Green City of Kumba. This is it right here. And you know what? As you see these tomatoes, there are various type of tomatoes. I'll tell you, there is one that is so amazing. The name to me, it's called queue de boeuf in French. It's just very, very horse tomatoes, big and huge ones. So it's there. One thing we're not winning at all here, I'll show you, is the okongabong. The fluted pumpkins are not doing so great, and I guess it's because we planted it out here If we had planted it in containers like what I showed you with the water leaves and the bitter leaves, I'm sure it would have been more than this. But this is all what is happening here. This is one, this is one, this is two. So I've learned my lesson. Next year what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant it in containers. And this is the third one here. It's right there. You can see it. And this is the fourth one. That's the stem, but nothing's on it. That's the fifth one. That's the stem, nothing's on it. And those last two there, you can see them. That is one. And that is the other one. There's actually nothing much on it. Well, it was an experiment. Now we know that next year what we ought to do is to plant them in containers next to the wall of the house. Okay, then I'm going to show you something else interesting that we just experimented. Is Moringa oleifera. This is the magic plant that heals every disease. Actually, it's my husband who planted it. This is the moringa, one moringa, two moringa. Usually we buy these moringas, we order them and from eBay they supply it to us. So this time my husband decided to take some seeds and plant it, and there's the results. So we're no longer going to be buying moringas online. We sorted. So you can see the tomatoes beginning to produce some flowers. So that is it for today. I just thought I should show you the Pari Batanga garden, how well and the latest development. I'm just loving my water leaves. There's a big pot of arrows sitting here. I'm just loving it. I am loving it. Okay, that's it. I go straight away here. I just want to show you this section. This is all like vegetables still. You can see salad. Okay, this is the akpana cocoyams from Cameroon. So what we're just hoping to get from these ones are the leaves to tie some acorn. This is a green. This is green standing here. So this akpana, you can see we have one akpana, two, three. Those are them here growing. And I'm trying not to step on anything. So these cocoyams, they're not doing bad at all. They're coming up pretty well. And yeah, that is the Pari Batanga garden for today. I'll come up sometime very soon with latest developments. And these water leaves. Goodbye.